Hi, this is Ryan from RyanTravels.com, and have I got something special for you today. Now, what could one really say about the Oreo sandwich cookie? It's been America's favorite cookie for nearly 100 years now, and it's outsold every other cookie in the United States for forever, since its inception in 1918. Now, something that most people don't know about the Oreo cookie is that it was originally a knockoff. Um, it was meant to be a competitor, a direct competitor to the Hydrox cookie, which was released in 1908. So Hydrox was the originator of the chocolate white stuff chocolate cookie variety. So keep that in mind as we check out today's special Egyptian item. It makes it pretty cool. So let's check it out, shall we?
Alright, here we are. Here is the Arabic Oreo. Now, this is not a knockoff product beyond the fact that it's not the Hydrox cookie. This is the real deal, made by Nabisco. As I said earlier, it was America's #1 cookie. Here, this claims it's the world's #1 biscuit, because we like to use British English in Egypt. Now, package looks pretty much the same, more or less. It's got some additional Arabic on the back other than the English. And something I found particularly interesting was on this side of the package, right here, it tells you to twist, then lick, then dunk. But inexplicably, it tells you to replace, or at least implies, that you are to replace the top cover before you dunk again. It's definitely an ordinal thing. It's 1, 2, 3. These are the steps. So, I don't understand why we are supposed to replace the lid. I've never done that before, personally. And there, it says in Arabic, Oreo. So, let's open up the package, see if I can get it with my teeth in my face. There, did it. Okay. Upon opening it up, we've got Oreos of the regular variety. Man, don't see too much cream in there. There's a little, there it is. I'm so used to double stuffs. Like, that's all I get anymore in the United States, at least. Double stuff Oreos. There it says Oreo with all of the proper Oreo shapes. That's the copyrighted Oreo hubcap design. Let's see how it tastes. I don't have any milk with me. I'm not a big fan of milk anyway. I'm going to open this up and see how it compares to the American Oreo. Oh boy. Now, something that you do with Oreos is you twist them. Oh, like that. Oh, and the cream fell out. Don't you just... That's a sign of a not very good day. Well, let's see how it tastes. Yeah, very much Oreo-y. Take a bite. Yeah, that tastes like an Oreo. Very delicious. I really can't tell any difference. Sweet, delicious insides. The cookie might be slightly different. The cookie part. But nothing that you wouldn't notice. Or nothing that you would notice if you weren't looking for it really, really closely. Well, now, I've got something really special for you. You're not going to believe this. I found these 2 years ago, last time I was here, but they have improved. Oreos! That's right. And these are the jumbo variety. That's right, Boreos. originally invented in 1200 BC, Oreos were actually the originator of the chocolate white stuff. Well, no, not really. They're just cheap knockoffs of Oreos. They're about a third the price of regular Oreos. Like, this is the jumbo variety, so yeah, this did cost more than my regular package of Oreos. This was about £5, so about $1. Whereas my other package of Oreos, I think, was £1.75. If you get the regular variety of Oreos, the small ones, they're slightly smaller than Oreos. They're about that big. So compare the jumbo to the regular Oreo, and then the other Oreos are about that big, about half the size of the proper blue Oreo cookie. And they're alright. They don't particularly taste like Oreos. Here, let me show you what the giant Oreos look like. Here's from a bag I prepared earlier. Ooh. Ta-da! This is the inside. They're kind of tough to get out because they're not well designed. They have all these... You can't get to the bottom of the cookies without like tilting them out because they're just not built like that. Here we go. Oreo. Look at that. So ripped off of regular Oreo. Now, they're pretty big. Here, let me show you a comparison. Oreo. Oreo. Okay? There's the difference. Oreo, slightly more like chocolate colored thing. Instead of black like the Oreos. Taste less of chocolate. The giant ones, again, are gianter, about 1.5 times the size of regular Oreo, whereas the Oreos, in turn, would be the next step down, where an Oreo is about 1.5 times the size of a typical Oreo. I wish I could have some regular Oreos here because they're kind of bite-sized and they're nice, but alas, the store had none today. Now, can you eat a Oreo just like a regular Oreo? Let's see. Do the twist test. I wasn't expecting quite as spectacular a fail as that. I didn't try to do that, let me tell you. I was trying really hard to surprise myself and actually be able to eat the Oreo like an Oreo, but it has just been destroyed in front of my camera. Yeah, you can't do the twist with Oreos. They just don't. They don't work. But not really important. I mean, it is to some, but to me it's not. What really matters to me is the taste. How do Oreos taste? Let's find out. Now, they taste pretty good. As far as cheapo sandwich cookie biscuit things go, not too bad. It's just, they're definitely more grainy. They feel a little bit gritty. The cream isn't as good, although I do believe there was a little bit more of it in this than a regular Oreo, not a double stuff variety, which I'm sure has more than double stuff, really. Yeah, all in all, pretty good. You just can't twist them off. They're not a very good reproduction of the Oreo, as you can see. They just, you could probably mash that up and add it to milk, have Oreo flavored milk. Yeah, Oreos. Unbelievable. Not too bad. If you come across them in Egypt, the regular kinds, might as well grab them. The little packets are like 50 piastres a piece, I think, while the big ones are £5. $1 for a bunch of cheap cookies. Not too bad.